Ladies and gentlemen, the Czech Philharmonic Orchestra, thank you so much. And time for three, our friends which came all the way from the East Coast, USA. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, long awaited by you, much desired by us. Now it's here, the all-new Skoda Octavia. Isn't it a great car? A true piece of art that fits perfectly like a second skin. It stands for the typical Skoda, smart understatement. In other words, it's the choice for the commuters, the family, and for all of us who just enjoy driving as much as I do. The new Octavia will give you the peace of mind in all possible driving situations. With the new Octavia, we are turning over a new leaf in the success story of our icon. And it shows up perfectly at the right time. Next year, Skoda will be celebrating its 125th birthday. And the Octavia is already paving the way for us. And for us, this is a wonderful motivation to continue on our path with a lot of passion. In the Octavia, you can feel exactly these kind of emotions. And as I know, this moment of birth is a heart-beating one for the entire Skoda family. And I'm extremely delighted to present this car to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And now, our board member for technical development, Christian Strube, and chief designer, Oliver Stefani, will now take you through the highlights of this new Octavia. Before then, Alain Favet, our board member for sales and marketing, gives you an insight of our future marketing approach. Christian is making the start. Please come forward, join me on stage. The development team around Christian Strube made a wonderful job. Now you are taking over. And the stage is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, smart understatement. I'm still a little bit impressed of this wonderful show. Thank you very much. And do you still remember why the Octavia is called Octavia? Yes? It was the 8th model in the new automotive era after 1945. Since then, 6.5 million Octavias have been delivered. 6.5 million. In 2018, the Octavia contributed 31% of Skoda's total global production. And today, we are introducing the 4th generation. This is, believe me, a very huge responsibility for me, but also for my whole team. And if you have done everything all right, or at least almost everything, you are a very happy person. For example, the right design. You have to jump as fast as possible, but not too far. Very emotional and typical Skoda, crystalline, but also sculptured and timeless. Sustainability has a very high priority for us. We offer mild hybrid, plug-in hybrid, CNG drive, and the latest generation of engines. And we have reduced the drag coefficient by, again, 14%. We offer many new technologies, new assistance systems such as Travel Assist 2.0 and Predictive ACC, which increase comfort and safety enormously. The connectivity services offers new opportunities for you to use your vehicle. But what is the core of Skoda? Value for money and simply clever ideas. In addition to our many hardware, simply clever ideas, we are translating now this motto into the digital world. A 100% customizable home display and your personal vehicle configuration can be saved with a PIN and then transferred to any other Octavia in the world online. This is simply clever too. Everything we put into this car. And if you have done everything all right, or at least nearly everything, you are a really happy person. And now I would like to welcome Oliver Stefani, Head of Design, on stage. Oliver.
Christian.
If you look at this car, you can feel its strong personal character.
Well, yes, Christian, I have to say, this car is really, again, a class of its own. But ladies and gentlemen, please let me one thing first. And that is a great honor for me to stay here tonight and to present you the next Octavia. As a designer, to work on this car is something very special because, as Bernard Meyer said, it's the icon of the brand and it's the heart of the company. So we worked on this project very carefully, but with passion and always trying to push the limits. And I can tell you, we are very, very proud of this fantastic looking car. And I think everybody can already feel the substance of this car. So let's talk a little bit about the design. For the first time, we combined this expected Skoda functionality with a very strong emotional approach. And together with our crystalline design language, we create this distinctive Octavia look. Look at this dynamic and elegant side view. You immediately feel the difference. The long bonnet, the dynamic greenhouse, and the short rear deck making the car very fluent and elegant. The Skoda typical character line and the crystalline window graphic creating the unique character of the Octavia. And the body side is generally sculptured, and the relation between the wheels that goes up to 19-inch and the body are just perfect. Thank you for this, Christian.
For the big wheels.
Yeah.
If a Skoda comes down the street, you can see immediately this is a Skoda. Tell me our secret.
Well, let's look at the front. Brand identity is very important to us. We want that you recognize a car from a long distance as a Skoda. And this identity comes from the connection of the power dome with the logo and the grille. And together with the full matrix headlights, these elements create the Skoda face. And the grille on the Octavia is more upright and more proud than in any other Skoda. The lower part of the front makes the car look wide and sporty. Now, let's take a look at the rear. The rear of the car is almost coupe-like. Very elegant, very dynamic. The Skoda lettering is flanked by the razor-sharp full LED rear lights, and in the rear you find also a lot of aerodynamic features that are nicely integrated at the rear of the car, but also as the spoiler. And this makes also a good drag coefficient, but not that's the only one.
No, of course not. As I mentioned, we worked really hard on the aerodynamic, and for instance, an intelligent cooling system, optimized underbody paneling, and more resistance-optimized wheels. Also in the interior, we make a very big step. We offer brand new technologies, such as a digital cockpit with two 10-inch displays, this windshield head-up display, and shift-by-wire. And shift-by-wire and all this together gave you many more opportunities to create the car.
Yes, the new technologies in the Inter gave us a lot of freedom and a lot of opportunities. One was the integration of this big 10-inch screen in the middle of the dashboard. The Inter architecture was inspired by the bonnet of the car, so we bring the screen in the best possible position, so it's visible and reachable as well as from the driver's seat as from the passenger seat, and we call this the democratic approach of Skoda. Our interior is also symmetric, and by stretching the air vents into the doors, it gives this spacious Skoda feeling. The dashboard is made of different layers of surfaces and sophisticated materials to give some kind of lightness to it. And by having shift-by-wire and electric parking brake, we can also offer much more storage room in the center console, which is also typical Skoda. And last but not at least, we also have a new two-spoke steering wheel that underlines the discrete perfection of the Octavia interior.
And Oliver, how do you feel? Are you a really happy person now?
Yes, I'm super happy with this car.
Same
and
with
I
me.
have to say, the whole team is very happy with this.
And in this moment, I would like to say thank you very much to the whole team in Lada Boleslav, Scala, Karmic, and Octavia. Within 1 year, this was an incredible job, and this is an incredible job. Thank you very much. And now it's a pleasure for me to hand over to my colleague, Alain Favé. Thank you very much. Oliver.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've learned a lot about the new Octavia now. So, what makes this car so special? Well, in addition to its stunning design and all the features you have just discovered, for me, the most striking thing about this car is how it embodies the spirit, the soul of Skoda as a brand. Indeed, Skoda is a modern brand that embraces the latest trends in the market. Over the last few years, we've proven this with our SUV offensive, for example, having launched the Kodiaq, Karoq, and Kamiq, 3 brand new SUVs in the fastest growing market segment in just 3 years. Thanks to this initiative, we've achieved record sales of more than 1.2 million cars, and the SUV share within our sales will reach 40% next year, on par with the market average. But Skoda is a brand with almost 125 years of experience. And whilst we keep up with modern trends using state-of-the-art technology, we also remain true to our roots, to the values which have made our brand appeal to millions of customers over the years, such as timeless design, unrivaled interior space, and great value for money. The new Octavia demonstrates exactly what I'm talking about. The Octavia Combi, the best-selling estate in Europe, is the absolute benchmark in its category. Well, the bar has now just been raised, not only regarding great design and technology, but also in terms of improved interior space, the most important feature for estate car owners. Yes, SUVs are very popular, but they cannot beat the Octavia Combi in terms of spaciousness, comfort, fuel economy, or CO2 emissions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the spirit of Skoda. Following new trends and staying true to proven car concepts like hatchbacks or estates, as long as they best satisfy many customers' needs. And they do. Fleet customers, for example, are very satisfied with the Octavia. And well, we're happy to inform company car owners and drivers that thanks to improved aerodynamics, new engines, hybrid technology, and more, the total cost of ownership for the new Octavia will be significantly lower than it is today. And in fact, we expect these running costs to be the best in class. The spirit of the new Octavia will be also central to all of our communications. As usual, we will not only speak about features, but more importantly, about the people choosing the Octavia as their car. Let me show you what I mean by that with a short teaser film we will use online as a first step, as a kind of appetizer in our Octavia campaign. Let's show the film.
Can you be a bit more quiet, please?
I'm with the band.
Yeah, but I've got to study.
All right.
Not funny.
Skoda. Simply clever.
Not funny. Not funny. Well, I actually found the situation quite funny, I have to say, but as a father myself, this situation sounds very familiar as well, I can tell you. But this, let's say, rather noisy Octavia owner and his daughter, they will be the main characters in the future Octavia TV commercial. As usual, we are getting under the skin of our potential customers without ever taking ourselves too seriously. Live Like You is not only the title of the song you just heard in the film, but also the claim we are going to use throughout the Octavia Launch campaign. We all live quite a hectic modern life, so we want owners of the new Octavia to feel at home, to feel safe, and to have complete peace of mind when they close the door of their car. For them, the new Octavia has to be a space where they can be themselves, where they can live their life as they wish. Be this with their family, with friends, with their dog, or whatever they need to enjoy life, like drums, for example. Or be it simply enjoying some time on their own, singing out loud whilst driving. The Octavia makes it possible to live like you, whoever you are, and whatever you like to do. This wide appeal is what makes us so hopeful to continue the 60-year success story with the all-new Octavia we proudly present to you tonight. And it's time now for me to hand over to our head of communications, Jens Kattermann. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Dear guests, the new Octavia is revealed, the legend continues. Thank you all for sharing this very special moment with us. To all viewers of the live stream, thanks for joining this event. We wish you a nice evening. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, this dramatic pause was